Welcome to beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. Sin City. We out here. And when you think of Vegas, you don't really think college football. You're thinking about the strip clubs, the hotels, iconic hotels, Caesars, Bellagio, MGM. But things are starting to change here in Vegas. It's becoming more of a sports town. The Raiders are there, the Golden Knights, and of course we got the UNLV running Rebels, the college football team out of Las Vegas. And we're trying to see if we can make this college football team into a powerhouse, become a staple of the main three sports there in Vegas. And back in the day, man, UNLV used to be a pretty big basketball program. If you did not know that, back in the 90s, they were a very dominant team. Right here is the 1990 National Championship where they took on Duke and absolutely worked them. Did their thing against them, and just this team was great, man. This team was one of the great teams in the 90s. They got their chip right there. You see, they killed them right there, 101-68. And now it's time for a new chapter. We're not going basketball. We're gonna see if we can turn this football team into an absolute powerhouse here on the West Coast. And hey, man, it starts now. What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Legendary James, baby, and we back. It's been a little bit of a hiatus, but we back to making some content over here, and I got a brand new series over here, College Football Revamped, NCAA Football 14 with a mod on it. We're over here on the PC playing this one, and man, I am excited for this one, baby. We are going to be taking over the UNLV running Rebels over here on the West Coast. We're going to try and make this team dominant, bro. We're going to be running the West Coast. Absolute national championships, just stack them all. Give them to us now, might as well. And we're going to be on our way, bro. So here's a look at the beginning of this right here. These are the sliders we will be using based off Operation Sports. And these sliders are no joke, man. I'll be using these over on my stream for my series over there. And dude, these sliders are tough, man. You got to get a QB that could get some accuracy, or you got to be able to work around it. You got to find ways to use your players, and it makes it a challenge. It doesn't make it's not your simple rebuild. You know, it's going to be a challenge these first few years. We are one of the worst teams in the game. The worst one, I believe, is ULM, but we're right there to 70 overall. 68, I believe, is the lowest overall in the game, and we got a 70. So definitely going to be tough. The bulk of this team is mainly offense. The defense is where it struggles. And yeah, that's where I kind of struggle when I play this game. So we'll see how this works out. But I'm very, very excited for this one. I'm really hoping to get into this, get seasons into this, man, and just show the growth of this team, man. So that's the goal of this. Let's get right into this. Strength of schedule, start off as an F. We're going to throw in some comp right here. We go in, we add Minnesota right there, number 1 for our first game of the year against number 19 Minnesota. We throw Cal in there, Miami. And then a lot of conference play with that as well, obviously. But it's, you know, definitely bumped up the strength of schedule on it. Nothing too crazy. I didn't want to go OD with it, but, you know, a nice solid challenge. See where our team is at heading into this season. QB-wise, we decided to go with the QB who has more seed instead of going with the senior. So we rock out with the sophomore. Running back-wise, we go with the best player available. Kyle Stevenson is going to be one of our fastest receivers at 90 speed. That's another thing about this these rosters, man, that they have on the game. A lot of low speed players, so it's hard to find those top tiers. So that's definitely going to be something we target in recruiting. And like I said, the offense is mainly the powerhouse of this team, but the O-line is very weak. So we're going to have to try and figure out a way to adapt to that. Defensively, we're not a good team defensively at all. So it's gonna be tough first season, but you know, we'll get it done. So good moves right here from this sophomore Jacoby Wyndham right there. Hopefully we can see him do some things. And then we also got Tavai right there at left end, who's a senior. We'll be doing a lot of rotations on the defensive line, especially since no one's really too great. We're gonna try and figure out some ways. Hopefully just fresh legs in there will be able to create some sort of pressure. But yeah, man, recruiting is going to be a big part of this. We're going to have to try and go heavy in it early. I'll try and keep you guys in on the updates probably every few weeks. That's probably going to be the goal for that. And yeah, and look at the secondary, man. We're going to be getting torched. It's ridiculous. But, you know, I always like a good challenge. So this is probably gonna be the main series over here on the channel. This and probably MLB The Show, which should be dropping in about 2 weeks. So that's gonna be another series over here. I'm gonna redo my Oakland A's one. I want to get a chip with them, bro. I never get to see the chip. I want to get it my own, and hopefully that'll be pretty entertaining as well. And if you don't know, I do stream on Twitch. Link will be in the description. Twitch.tv legendary James. College hoop series over there, as well as NCAA's college revamp right here as well for Georgia State. I'm doing pretty good, so that's just a quick promo right there. Alright, so let's get back over to this. We got a lot of kickers. We got 2 good kickers topping off our overall, and we're just getting the basic scouting that we can. Obviously, we're a level 1 scout, so you really can't do much with it. We're in 25%, so we're doing the scouting. We're gonna base some points right off rip to some of the prospects we're targeting, and then we're gonna end up using some of that left over. Hopefully, we can do pretty good in this first game. I'm not expecting to win number 19 in Minnesota. It's gonna be a tough one to pull off, but if we can, obviously, we'll use that, get the upgrade our prospect scouting. That way we can unlock more on these prospects and figure out a little bit more closer to what they are. So that's the goal there. Preseason polls for y'all. If you want to go ahead and pause it real quick, we're gonna get through this part real quick. USC is 17, UCF, Memphis at 26. Just some of the big names right there. Cal 37. UAB is pretty high. I remember when this game came out, they were a really low team. Man, time for 2014. That's crazy. Can't believe we haven't got a new game since, but shout out to these guys, man, for doing this mod and freaking making this game freaking a little more, get back into it, you feel me? So shout out to them. Right here, UNLV, we are ranked the 120th team out of 126. So I was debating UNLV or UTSA at 123. I ended up going UNLV just because it seemed more of a challenge. If you look at the UTSA roster, they are a better overall, plus their conference kind of mid. So that's going to be it for the first episode right here. This is just the intro. We're going to get right into the gameplay next episode. So if you're new here, hit that like, hit the subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one, y'all. Peace.